نعم.
Attributes of hearing and seeing. وقوله تعالى ليس كمثله شيء وهو السميع البصير. وقوله تعالى إن الله نعم ما يعظكم به إن الله كان سميعا بصيرا.
نعم. And these ayats that about the As-Samī wal-Baṣīr, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-hearing and the all-seeing. You know, الذي يراك حين تقوم. You may imagine, let's say you're waking up, and people a lot of time they use these attributes to gear you off from sinning, which is true. You know, bila shak, if you're about to sin, if you're about to do something wrong, you should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, As-Samī and Al-Baṣīr. He's going to see you. He's going to hear you. If you're saying that evil word or texting that evil word to someone, or cursing someone, or disrespecting your parents, you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, remember when you're about to sin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is As-Samī and Al-Baṣīr. You know, and also when you're doing good deeds, you should always know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's As-Samī and Al-Baṣīr, الذي يراك حين تقوم. You know, the one who sees you when you're about to get up to pray. And let's say, for example, you're getting up to pray in the middle of the night, the last third of the night in Tahajjud. Remember, you know, you're getting up for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He sees this action. You know, no one else might see this action in your house. Your house might be full, but no one else sees you getting up. But no, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you. He sees the effort that you're putting in. He sees you standing in front of Him, trying to pray to Him solely for Him, sincerely to Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So always keep these, and whenever you're giving da'wah, for example, you remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you when you're leaving your house, when you're tired, when you just want to be at home. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees you, and He wants good for you. And that's why He's using you for da'wah, one of the greatest actions in Islam. He's using you to guide other people in Islam. And He sees you when you're speaking to the kuffar, or to the non-Muslims, or the not yet Muslims. He sees you speaking to them, and He sees you and He hears you, the words you're saying to them, the Islam that you're spreading to them, of the Tawheed, of the basics of Islam and Iman. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees that, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will surely reward you, inshallah, if you do it for His sake. Now,
attribute of will. وقوله تعالى ولولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله. Were it not that you entered your garden and said, as Allah has willed, there is no power but with Allah. وقوله تعالى ولو شاء الله ما اقتتلوا ولكن الله يفعل ما يريد. If Allah had willed, they would not have fought each other, but Allah does what He wills. وقوله تعالى أحلت لكم بهيمة الأنعام إلا ما يتلى عليكم غير محل الصيد وأنتم حرم إن الله يحكم ما يريد. Lawful for you are the animals of grazing livestock, except for that which is recited to you, hunting not being permitted while you are in the state of pilgrimage, while verily Allah judges as He wills. وقوله تعالى فمن يرد الله أن يهديه يشرح صدره للإسلام ومن يرد أن يضله يجعل صدره ضيقا حرجا كأنما يصعد في السماء. Whoever Allah intends to guide, He opens his heart to Islam. Whoever Allah intends to misguide, He makes his heart constricted as if he were ascending into the sky.
I mean, this is a Sift al-Iradah, and we know that we have two types of Iradah: Iradah kawniyyah and Iradah shar'iyyah. So, Iradah kawniyyah is whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He allows to happen, and it can be from the evil things, but in and of itself isn't solely evil, but from the dhahir it is. For example, وَلَا يَرْضَى لِعِبَادِهِ الْكُفْرِ. You know, Allah doesn't, well, and that's actually, we'll save that example for later. But for example, the Iradah kawniyyah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows people to be kuffar, or he allows Iblis to do what he does, because at the end of the day, it's a filter. Allah is filtering the good from the good people from the evil people through this type of iradah. And the iradah that happens in the alam in general, like for example, a tsunami or earthquake, all these are iradah kawniyyah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the dhahir, yeah, you might say, oh, this is a bad thing that's happening, but generally speaking, there's a filtration system that is happening. For example, earthquake happens. Some people, they might get extremely close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after this great calamity that happens to them, or some people, it might push them away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we have the Iradah shar'iyyah, which is the Iradah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves and He's pleased with. For example, يريد الله أن يتوب عليكم. Allah wishes to forgive you, for you to make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And these are from the Iradah shar'iyyah. So some people, they may fall into it, some people they won't. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يَرْضَى لِعِبَادِهِ الْكُفْرِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not pleased, doesn't will لِعِبَادِهِ الْكُفْرِ, for His slaves to commit kufr, but a lot of them fall into it. And that's Iradah kawniyyah. But the Iradah shar'iyyah is, Allah is not pleased with it. And the people who stay away from kufr, they would fall into the Iradah shar'iyyah. And the people who go outside of that and they become kuffar and practice kufr, they are from the Iradah kawniyyah. Wallahu a'lam. تفضل.
Attribute of love. وقوله تعالى وأحسنوا إن الله يحب المحسنين. And His saying, do good, for Allah loves those who do good. وقوله تعالى وأقسطوا إن الله يحب المقسطين. Be fair.
One second. And all these ayat that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about hope and His love, we should always, when we read it, we should try to take note of it, not physically, but also physically, actually take notes of it, but also have it in your mind that these are the people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, and that's how I will achieve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love. And they say, and it's not a big deal to love someone who does so much khair to you. Rather, the big deal is that someone who loves you back. Mathalan, a king. Imagine a king, he enters into your city and he gives everyone everything they want. This guy gets a car, this person gets a house. He just giving without any fear. He's a trillionaire. He doesn't care about his wealth. So obviously everyone in the city are gonna love him, right? But the big deal here isn't that you love him, but rather that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves us subhanahu wa ta'ala. The King of all kings, He loves us, even though obviously we're all with all our shortcomings, and out of His mercy, love and mercy, He loves us because of these certain attributes, being of ihsan, being just, all these things, because if we apply them in our life, inshallah, Allah will love us. And that's a huge deal for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to love us. And we should always put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's love before anyone else, for anything else. And we're tested every day. Who do you truly love? Do you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are you when the adhan comes in, do you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or do you love that sports you're watching on TV right now? Do you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Or are you going to take that riba job? Are you going to deal with riba, just to get a nice paycheck? So which one are you going to choose? Now here comes the true love. And obviously, it's easy for anyone to say, I love you, or someone to say to you, they love you. But who truly loves you? Is it the person who, when you need him, he's not there? Or is the person when in a time of need, you don't even have to ask him for help, he's already helping? So true love is based on action, not just wording, not just claiming it. That's why in the ayah of imtihan is known as the testing ayah in Ali Imran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي يُحْبِبُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Say if you truly love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then follow me, meaning the messenger is speaking here. So follow me, يُحْبِبُكُمُ اللَّهُ. Allah will love you. And this is a testament of true love is through action. تفضل.
Jazakallah khairan, Sheikh. Sheikh, if you don't mind, I have a question regarding
نعم.
Iradah, kawniyyah, and shar'iyyah.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a situation where Iradah, kawniyyah, and shar'iyyah are happening together, right?
Like what? Can you give me an example?
Like, for instance, a person becoming Muslim, the fact that it is happening, it is Iradah, kawniyyah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants people to accept Islam, so that would be Iradah shar'iyyah as well. Can we say that?
Allah alam. Allah alam. I'd have to look into that.
All right, because
Because
my
yeah,
is that maybe the mahabba of Allah, or what the Mashiach is describing, Iradah kawniyyah, right? Whatever happens at the end,
yeah,
is Iradah kawniyyah.
mm-hmm.
Shar'iyyah is what Allah legislates and Allah wants us to do.
No.
Like the mahabba of Allah.
Yeah, pleasure.
Allah loves
Mahabba,
us
yeah.
to do.
Yeah, sorry.
So in that case, the mahabba and mashia, in this case, sharia, or irada kawniyya and irada shar'iyya can align together, and in some cases they may not align. For instance, a person, not accepting Islam, Allah wants him to do that, but he doesn't want, to accept Islam or to do tawbah, for instance.
If you want to put irada kawniya as and that's the thing I have to look into. Is irada kawniya totally everything, or does also irada shar'iyya fall into irada kawniya or not? That's where I don't know.
All right, yeah, jazakallah khair.
Yeah.
Inshallah, we can maybe make up a follow-up note in the next class.
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah, jazakallah khair. Attribute of love. وقوله تعالى فما استقاموا لكم فاستقيموا لهم إن الله يحب المتقين. As long as they are upright to you, be upright to them. Verily, Allah loves the righteous. وقوله تعالى إن الله يحب التوابين ويحب المتطهرين. Verily, Allah loves those who repent and He loves those who purify themselves. وقوله تعالى قل إن كنتم تحبون الله فاتبعوني يحببكم الله. Say, if you love Allah, follow me and Allah will love you. وقوله تعالى فسوف يأتي الله بقوم يحبهم ويحبونه. Allah will soon bring forth a people whom He loves and they love Him. وقوله تعالى إن الله يحب الذين يقاتلون في سبيله صفا كأنهم بنيان مرصوص. Verily, Allah loves those who fight in His path in ranks as if they were a firm structure. وقوله تعالى وهو الغفور الودود. He is the forgiving, the loving.